Probably not the most polished performance, but it was 3 very, very important points.
Yeah, I mean, I just said to the lads there, I think the opening half an hour of the game was probably as good as we've done for a long time in terms of the way we dominated the game. I mean, we shot ourselves in the foot a little bit, not just whoever it was who put the ball in our own goal, but we made 4 huge errors leading into the goal. So we scored all 3 goals, really. I mean, without being disrespectful to the opposition, I didn't see them laying a glove on us, until that happened. Goals change games, as we know. I actually said it off time, I thought we might need to score another goal to win the game. But I just, you don't see it from where you are or where you sit. And I don't see it from where I'm standing. But when you walk on the pitch, it's a very, very difficult surface. There's no surprise to me. We played our best stuff when it was in its best condition, when it hadn't been run on. So, listen, I'm absolutely over the moon. They're a tough side to beat. Jimmy's got them well drilled, fit, energetic, and they have a threat. They have a goal threat. So I'm delighted the fact that we've got over the line, because we've been ahead in a lot of games this season comfortably and wobbled. And I didn't think we wobbled. I thought they, credit to them, they were energised by our mistake, and we managed to navigate our way to the win, which is brilliant.
Crazy start, and you capitalised on a couple of mistakes.
Yeah, well, again, for all the possession and the passing that we do, and we do a lot of it, and I'm aware of that, the goals come because we were on our front foot asking a question of them in their final third. The second goal comes because Theo wins a fantastic second ball. He's got no right to win on the edge of the box, and Josh Barrett lashes one across the goal. So, look, all the football in the world doesn't actually win you the game. It's the big moments in both boxes. We came out on top, and I think it's the right result in terms of, I think we were the better side on the day.
It did look too comfortable until they scored. You
yeah,
quite a hold on.
I've played in games like that myself, and you have to have characters in your team that when we've got their neck underneath your foot, you need to squeeze the life out of them. And like I said, we were masters of our own downfall in that respect, because it was 4 things we did in lead up to their goal that we put in our goal, and that ultimately that changed the balance a little bit. It gave them something that, at 2-0 and possibly looking going 3 and 4 the way we were doing it, that would have been it at half time, wouldn't it? But 1-0 or 2-1 at half time and only a 1 goal spread, there's something to play for. So the next goal was always going to be huge, and thankfully nobody got one.
Tim Aaron's obviously with the goals, and on a debut, it's nice for Aaron Cosgrave to get hits.
Yeah, I mean, what you see with him is a similar energy and ethic to Jordan Ponticelli, as opposed to something, akin to Goldie. So we know what he is, we know what his strengths are, and he's quick and he's nimble across the ground. And he's only been with the lads a couple of days, so we're really pleased. It's always nice for strikers to get off the mark, but it's not, I always say this, it's not always about just scoring the goals. They've got to play their part, and he did. He caused problems by running in behind, which gives us an outlet and moves us up the pitch. And when we're going to play on pitches as poor as this one and others away from here, which I'm sure we will, we have to have that outlet.
As you say, they were dangerous, weren't they? They had everybody in their own half, but then all of a sudden break very quickly.
Yeah, and that's the way they play. The 2 wide men spin in and run off the big number 9, and the big number 9 gets replaced by a bigger number 9, and they're both good at what they do, and the wingers are lively lads. So like I said, listen, these will beat teams in and around, and they might even get in the playoffs themselves, but they beat teams in and around us at the top end of the table, I'm sure, and they have done, and it didn't surprise me that they do.
But if you can get through games like this and get 3 points, I mean, that's when you can have a smile on your face because of that.
Listen, you mightn't have thought it by what I was coming out of my mouth for the last 20 minutes, but I get as anxious as everybody else does about getting the game won. I would love to have had the cushion of a second goal or a third goal to make it 2, but I trust the back lads, I trust the goalie, and I've got to say, everybody through the whole side, I thought the 2 central midfielders the whole game were excellent, and your engine room's got to win games for you, and I thought Theo and Skip today were superb.
And that's when you appreciate the work they do on pitches like this.
Absolutely. People don't realise, like I said, that's a tough gig, that, honestly. It's a big ask. It was windier than people think it was, but it was heavy. Pitch was really heavy, and it cut up, and you probably saw Aaron Jones fell over more times than I care to remember in the first half, and then Scotty was the same when he was on that side. So yeah, it is tough, but listen, I think I described Peterborough Sports to you on Thursday on the show about being a no excuse team. A team of no excuses, sorry, and they are, and I want my team to be there. I don't want to use pitches, I don't want to use lack of players. I had 16 bare last week, but today I've got a bench stronger than most people have got in the team, so onwards and upwards, I hope.
well, the other bonus is you're on top because of Darlington, and obviously I was not playing above you.
Yeah, but they're not playing because they've already played their games. We're now where I think we should be.
Which takes us on nicely, doesn't it, to Brackley on Tuesday?
Yeah, another tough game. They've got Roger's got them going well. They've been a lot more consistent over the last couple of months, and they'll be a tough nut to crack. It wasn't an easy game when we played them early in the season here, and we just come out, I think, on that one in the odd goal in 3, didn't we? So yeah, it'd be a tough ask. But look, we've played half the season now, and we've lost 3 games. I can't ask for any more.
Jordan Ponticelli, more minutes for him. What's the situation with others who are trying to get themselves back in?
Goldie had a little bit of surgery done on Friday morning, so it all went really well, touch wood, thankfully for him. So he'll be out a couple of 3 weeks probably. But other than that, Cameron Hargreaves is nearing full training. He was running this on the pitch today. So yeah, we're not a million miles away from having full strength. Ken Charles is absent from the club at the moment, non-footballing reasons. But other than that, we are where we are.
Do you have a different mindset now you're back on top? You're the leaders, you're in pole position. Does it make you feel you look at things differently or not?
No, we don't. I don't even look at the table. Trust me, I don't. Everybody thinks I probably do, and sit there and smile into me Wayne when I'm looking at it. I don't do that. No, we treat each game as one-off project, and that's what I try to keep telling the players. There's been lads who had to sit in the stand today, chomping at the bit because they want to be part of the first 11, never mind the 16, and I've been able to leave 3 or 4 in the stand today. So, no, it's other people's. You'll never hear us talking about success before it happens. So, from my point of view, I've never known anybody get promoted in January, whereas somebody fairly close to me at this football club was worried about them winning the league this month. I've never seen that. So from that point of view, yeah, I wish we could, but you can't. If it stopped tomorrow, we would be top of the pile, wouldn't we? So there we are. But we just got to keep doing what we do. We know what we're doing. The players know what they're doing, because it's my message hasn't changed since the first game of pre-season this season at Ipswich Wanderers. My message has not changed about the way I want to play the game, the work ethic that I want from the front line right through the squad. And it'll continue to be that way. Pitches are pitches, it's different everywhere we go. We've got plastic ones to play on, we'll have good ones to play on, and we'll have poor ones to play on. We just got to get on with it and knock the games off as well as we've knocked the first 23 off.
You just said something earlier that really sort of sums it up. Halfway to the season, just 3 defeats.
That's a hell of an achievement from anybody. Yeah. Not to lose at home for the first half of the season in its entirety is excellent, and they deserve. It's not me they deserve a pat on the back for that. But it's something I hope they treasure and they want to preserve. I mean, I think I said it in my programme notes before today's game. At level 2 in the pyramid, we're the only team to not have lost at home this season, I believe. So that shows you how difficult it is. So from that point of view, somebody will want to knock us off that perch, and it'll happen possibly, but we'll try really damn hardest to make sure it doesn't happen either soon or often.
I guess that thing, you've got a target on your back again, haven't you?
Yeah, that's fine. Listen, I'd rather be on my front so I can see them coming, but yeah, I know what you mean. Listen, if you can't cope with with that situation, then you shouldn't be challenging for titles. And my aim was to do that when we could walk back in the building in the summer. So look, I wouldn't change a lot of my decisions so far this season. I wouldn't change a lot in terms of the players. I've told them that's the group of players that's got us to where we are. Why do we need to go searching the world for new players because somebody's scoring 20 goals at level 7? I don't get that. So we don't need to do that. We need to work with what we've got. We need to get the best out of what we've got, and tell me different. I think we're doing that.